What's the name of slut? Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Spinner Rack. I'm here with my boys, PD and Cal. What's up, gentlemen?
No.
Hey, it is
ready
Marvel,
to rock.
It is Disney Plus Day, or it's like we like to call it Marvel TV Day, and we're talking.
What day was that, though? What day was that?
It was Friday, November 12th, I believe it was. So we didn't miss anything. Why we got to call it out, bro? So it was.
This is gonna be after the day anyway.
It don't matter whether we drop it or not. Caramba.
It does matter.
Caramba. Okay, so She-Hulk. We know She-Hulk from Burn. Of course, we have someone from Burn who loves Burn. So we want to definitely look into the series and see whether or not it hits all the notes it's supposed to. This is basically a teaser. All right, let's put it back in. I'm here with my boys, PD and Cal. Say what's up, gentlemen.
What up?
Ready to rock.
What's up?
Okay, select the play.
This is only like 20 seconds. Lord.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a normal lawyer. Well, not that normal.
These transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
What's the matter with that fella?
Wow.
I call it a teaser. It teased, didn't it? Put us in a particular light.
Walters. I'm
Yeah.
a normal lawyer.
What they do when they do the Star Trek
Not
one?
that normal.
What does Picard say? Do you guys want to watch it again?
All right, look, I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to let, the guy who is probably one of the biggest She-Hulk fans around, out of all three of us, I'm going to pass it on to Cal.
Huh? I thought that would be. Oh well, came to me. If I were to base everything on, if I were to base my interest on this teaser trailer, I would have no interest in seeing this at all. You're gonna have to do a lot. You're gonna have to do a lot better than this. A lot.
No, I kind of, there's more to do. But Petey, what's your take on this, baby?
I think the way both series, the Savage and Sensational She-Hulk and the later ones, She-Hulk, Jen Walters was the lead in pretty much her stories. But once I saw the Hulk in there, I think I think Byrne was pointed out in Stan's first issue that he did, that first issue, you have Banner there, but the Hulk doesn't show up. So even though you think, okay, this is just a stock character, they're trying to keep the name, blah, blah, blah. You have Bruce Banner come in the scene, something happens, she does something heroic, but she gets shot. He gives her the blood transfusion, and of course he has to get out of there. He doesn't turn into the Hulk. So you're expecting him to turn, and Stan doesn't give it to you. He doesn't give you what you expected, and then she becomes the She-Hulk, and she has her, her ripped up leotard thing that she has on. But I think showing the Hulk and having them kind of together and having that is kind of saying, having her be sort of second fiddle, where it's like, I don't want to see, Professor Hulk in this thing. I'm really not with Ben Grimm as Bruce Banner type of deal. I mean, she has the dark hair like Bill Bixby. She doesn't look like so I'm saying, okay, I can get the casting difference. They do changes like that. They found someone they like. But this right here, having him show up, I'm not with it. And that's the thing. I don't even think, she shows up in the first issue of the original Savage She-Hulk. She's not in the Sensational She-Hulk until towards the end of the second series, and then of course I think the later series he probably appears more. But you really want to establish her as a character, not just do the baton handoff. And if you want to do the baton handoff, do something like Stan, where it's kind of that period where he's on the run, rather than say this all happens after this happens after Endgame, where you can have the Hulk or Bruce Banner kind of show up and just kind of do Bruce Banner stuff. But I don't know. It's like, we gotta see what the She-Hulk looks like. That's what, that's the key thing, because they cast this person and they're gonna put her face like they did with the Smart Hulk. I'm not sure about that, because they didn't necessarily try to maintain the Hulk's face when he turned to the Bruce Banner's face when he turned to the Hulk, and they definitely didn't try to keep Jen Walters' face or body when she went to She-Hulk. So come on, it was like I can't picture an actress for Jen Walters right now besides the lighter hair, but I do always picture who's that Leslie Easterbrook, what's that Easterbrook from the what's that thing from the Police Academy movies. At least so if you look up, definitely the third one. That's those sort of eyes, like having someone like real pretty and really tall type of thing. But what are we gonna do here? They like this actress. She's a fan. She's a fan to many execs and filmmakers. So of course they're gonna give it to her, and that's not a slight. You hire who you like. So I said a lot, but yeah, we didn't see. We got to see this part of her. That's about it. So I can't call it, but they're doing the courtroom stuff. Whereas I guess in TV you can do more of that. You can do a lot more of that. I think she was a defense attorney in I think
It's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a defense attorney in I think Avenger Spotlight, and then she was prosecuting attorney in the sensational She-Hulk. So it's like there's some stuff, but that that usually becomes a backdrop to the action. So let's see what you're not going to be the Good Fight or LA Law, because we had these great writers that wrote those things. So if you're going to try to go into that fair and have a lot of courtroom drama, then you're going to have to come with it because there's some titans, and Good Fight on the CBS streaming is killing it right now. So going to be really tough to compete with that. Really tough.
Petey, for the love of God, man.
You see the Good Wife before that? The Good Wife before that was good too. And this Good Fight is.
LA Law was only good for 2 seasons, then it was
no, but the same writer has been writing outside of Wonder Woman. He's had the track record. You can't even knock him down. Come on.
Okay, no, I'm not knocking him down. All I'm just saying, look, here I agree with you. Many of the things that you said, which when I think about it, it's kind of shocking, and I probably have to reverse the way I think, but that's okay,
Saying because you agree with me, you have to reverse the way you think. That's
I'm thinking, is it right? There's something I'm clearly not doing a proper analysis of the story as it is. I can't. So first of all, let's just talk about the actress. This actress is fantastic. She played multiple roles in a show called Orphan Black, which is a huge hit, high sci-fi, where she was clone different ones. So she's fantastic. Like you said, the execs loved her, and they definitely wanted to bring her into this movie. So I'm with you. I get that. I understand. Someone who's talented, and they wanted to bring her in.
You see her in Perry Mason?
No, I didn't see Perry Mason.
That's the one that was an HBO. That she was pretty good in that too. She played like an evangelist.
About the old Perry Mason TV show?
Huh?
How old was she in the old Perry Mason TV show?
No, it's a new show. It was on
I never saw it.
HBO. I think it's.
That's probably why they picked her up, because that's a legal drama, right?
Yeah, it was definitely a drama. Not a drama. No, she was an evangelist though. She wasn't a legal. She was an evangelist that was like it's going to the old school spirit type of evangelist.
So my issue is the trailer with the whole thing is that, the way they're presenting her, and I think I said this before when we first talked about her being chosen. Well, I think she's a fantastic actress. She does not kind of remind me of the She-Hulk from the book. When I first saw the silhouette of her that you just showed her, it didn't seem the same. Like, when Ruffalo becomes the Hulk, he becomes more solid and bigger. She's still kind of thinnish on the whole thing. She's supposed to be like boom, 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 boom on all cylinders. Prior changes, probably looking at.
What are you talking about? You talking about the muscles?
The muscles, the size.
She doesn't. They don't go that crazy. Only certain artists go that.
Not the most, but I'm just saying we've seen some stuff. We know how Byrne goes. He draws are extremely proportional. Okay, so that's one. Number two is, I'm not sure that the styling of the clothing. I'm not sure that scene when she's walking across, the clothing doesn't seem right. I know she already has her power and she wants to make her clothes more looser or something, so in case she blows up. I don't know. The third thing about this is, what is that trailer where she has like the Bill Bixby Hulk look, where she's talking to the camera and she says, "Don't make me angry" or something like that. Like, where the hell is that coming from?
Yeah, it's not a Marvel Cinematic Universe thing. Except for what's the name? What's the name did Edward Norton. He did pattern it after Bill Bixby one. He didn't use that line, but he definitely tried to keep a lot of that in there. The David Banner, that sort of stuff.
So bringing in all this stuff is that if they're having Professor Hulk, this is clearly taking place after or during, either during Infinity War or after Endgame. Not Infinity, after Infinity War or after Endgame. So we're not exactly sure where this takes place, but he's already Professor Hulk. We see that clearly, so we know what's going to happen. You see the difference? My goodness, Brolic.
But this is look at Michael Golden, right? So look at his She-Hulk, right? It's a kid lost it, but then look at his Jen Walters. But all his women are stacked. But you can't tell me like it depends on the artist. Like the
Most of
face
the
was
artists
rough,
draw her like that. Okay,
huh?
so most of the artists draw her like that.
Yeah, it's like not really going crazy on the muscles, but
But she's different from the Hulk in that with the Hulk, well, now Professor Hulk, we see where he controls himself and everything. She's been able to talk and speak regularly as herself. You know, the Hulk doesn't take over all of her, and she's not as powerful as the Hulk, too, right? She's
early on she was really not powerful at all. She
right.
just had the anger, and but then they did. I think in the like if you read the original series, they kind of clear up. Like she starts to enjoy being She-Hulk in the original series. It's kind of been attributed to Roger Stern, but she just had a little more attitude in the original series because she goes through the thing where she gets angry all the time, and then she almost dies, and then next thing you know, she's like, "No, I want to be She-Hulk," and blah blah. And then next thing you know, she is, but she just has a different style. She's like, "Hey, all right, now I'm She-Hulk most of the time. I want to go sunning." And she's like, "But I'm going to rip my sleeves off my shirt, go She-Hulk style," that sort of thing. So there's some fun stuff. I think the writer, was it David Anthony Kraft? Like he did some fun things in there. It's just, I think the artist Mike Bosberg, I think like because it wasn't as dynamic as all the other stuff, but it had some nice covers from time to time. It's just an okay series. It wasn't like a big thing, so people kind of wrote it off. But if you look at those original stuff, the stuff is in there that they, Byrne and Stern then Byrne built on. So,
Right, but she couldn't turn it on and off. Like the Hulk, the anger
she
dissipates.
could.
Power
She
comes
could
in.
turn.
She could turn it on and off.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
But by the end of the series, she can turn it on and off, and it's only then when she shows up in the Avengers, they really played up that she's flirtatious. It was hinted in the shooter thing, and I think Stern pushed it a little more, and then but in the Stern one, like she would constantly be found in the shower, like someone would run into her in the shower. It's like Spider-Man comes in and runs into the shower. Then everybody, then
all
of course
teenage boys
Jarvis,
want to see that. Yeah,
Jarvis, and then there's I think a Comet Man cover where she's in the shower. Comet Man shows up and she's in the shower. Surprisingly, there's no shower scenes in the Fantastic Four. I think there's one in what's that thing in She-Hulk, the second time Byrne second run, where she just, but it's not someone running into her in the shower. But anyway, but saying all this to say I'm a fan of the character, so kind of I can't some things I don't like, and I'm just gonna hope for the best, that type of thing. But
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to. She's a good actress, but I think also in terms of the show, I've heard that people have been saying that it's that she's going to be like a defense attorney for superheroes or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying this is one of the things that I saw. Unfortunately, shouldn't be reading Reddit for all kinds of stuff, but sometimes I go there for educational materials, and
that was Daredevil.
I'm just saying
The most classic story ever. Was it Daredevil 7 or something like that? Where Submariner goes and is tried, and Matt Murdock tries to, defend him. And then, of course, the Submariner like, screw all this. I'm Prince Namor. And Daredevil's like, I have to stop you, but he can't. And he tries his best. He can't stop him. And he's like, hey, you fought valiantly. And then the Submariner walks off. But you can't be that person now. But anyway, I guess they're just mixing and matching. It's like sandbox.
yeah. And then Daredevil, they're saying Daredevil may show up in the series too. So that'll be something interesting too, right?
Hey, babe, you can't do this. I'm the guy. But anyway.
All right. Anything, Cal? You got anything to contribute? Okay. So let's sign out of this one. Spinner rack. Out.